from Chicago, Illinois. We are here at our 4th pay-per-view, No Man's Land, and we will kick this off in a submission match between Knopel and Anonymous Jerkbag. Last Friday, these two were in a triple threat match, and they seem to take a liking to each other. And by liking, I mean liking punching the shit out of each other in the throat, and then in the face, and then the dick. And now, they've decided they want to settle it in a submission match. And what is interesting about this is it'll be the first time anyone has ever given up, tapped out, submitted in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. We've never had a tap out. We've never had a submission. We've never had someone say, I can't take it anymore, get me out of here. And this will be the first time. So one of these two men will be the first to tap out in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. And it'll be the first person to win via submission in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. Will it be Anonymous Jerkbag? Will it be Knopel? I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out here within 10 or 15 minutes. And now coming down to ring, former tag team champion. He will not have his partner out here with him. His partner has a title shot later. He is Knopel. And as far as I know, there is no other way that can be won in this match. You have to give up. Or you have to make your opponent give up, I should say, to win. So, as far as I understand it, then, there should be no disqualification. Because then, if, let's say, Knopel smashes Anonymous Jerkbag in the head with a guitar, he would be disqualified normally, and this, he wouldn't because it would not be a submission. And we are off! Knopel getting kicked in the stomach immediately by Anonymous Jerkbag. Looks like these both men have tied it up. We're going to see a lot of, I assume, a lot of working on limbs in this match. I'm not sure what submission move either one of these men will use, because neither one of them are really a submission wrestler. Neither of them, as far as I am aware, have any submission finisher moves or anything like that. So there's no clear favorite. For instance, if Khad was in this match, he has the sharpshooter as a signature move. So since some of his offense is based around submission, you would think he would be favored. But he's not in this fucking match. So just decided to bring Khad up because he's such a lovely person. Anyway, both men fighting on the outside. There are no countouts. And like I said, I do not believe there are any disqualifications. You have to win by making your opponent tap out. So a smart move would be to just get a steel chair or something and beat the ever-living shit out of your opponent's legs or arms or whatever the case may be, and then work on that in a submission move. Either way, both these men fighting in ringside. Knopel and Anonymous have been going back and forth so far this match. A lot of reversals, a lot of actual fighting. As we suspected, these two men have kind of grown a hatred towards each other. I'm not sure that's proper vernacular there, but either way, both of these men have hated each other, I suppose. I don't know what to say. This feud starting last week, like I said, in what was just a normal triple threat match with Bubblegum debuting. But he was really not noticed by either of these two men. These two men were too busy beating the shit out of each other for most of that match. Anonymous Jerkbag actually winning that match, giving Knopel another reason to get in this. And Knopel, he's got Anonymous against that ring post, and he just threw his head right into that steel ring post. There's no give in that ring post. It is steel, as I said. And we've got a submission move already. The referee, I guess, is administering this from ringside. I'm not sure if you can make anyone submit outside. I'm not 100% sure on all the rules. I'm just a play-by-play commentator. I'm not required to know all the rules, I don't think, or even the name of moves if other wrestling promotions are anything to go by. But I believe this has to be one in the ring, but I could be wrong. And the only reason I say that is because the referee is nowhere to be found out here. But like I said, maybe he can see if they're tapping out from ringside. I have no idea. Either way, Anonymous going into that ring post again. Knoepel has been controlling this match as of late. Throwing Anonymous into that ring post for the third time this match. I would imagine if Anonymous didn't have a mask on, we'd already see some blood, and he's thrown into the ring. Knoepel, no mercy from him. And now Anonymous actually finally getting Knoepel back into the ring where this match can continue. Anonymous standing on top here, and it looks like he's going to try to work on the arm, and he does. But he's going to have to do a lot of work, especially since I think he's playing catch-up at this moment. And then he's throwing Knoepel back out of the ring, punches him down, and he jumps over, and then gets out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know, Anonymous taking his time. Okay, goes for a neck breaker, but Knoepel able to get out of it and gives Anonymous a good punch to the side of the cheek, and then another punch to the face. Or lifting him back up, could be throwing him into that post again. No, does not do that. Oh, wait, hold on. I might have spoke too soon. Yes, he does throw him back into that post. Looked like he was going to go for something else, but Anonymous said, nah, I'm not going to eat that post again. Not yet, anyway. Threw a stiff elbow into Knoepel and is throwing some kicks. And now grabs Knoepel. Might be turnabout fair play here. No, he's just guiding him into the ring. It looks like Anonymous wants to keep this in the ring, which wouldn't be a bad idea since he's getting his ass kicked outside of the ring. Anonymous going for possibly a German suplex, but not delivering it. Knoepel, though, not really capitalizing there. Instead is thrown in the corner. Anonymous lifting Knoepel up to the top. He could be going for that spider suplex from the top, and even if he hits it, yeah, he looks like he's going to go for it here. And he nails it. And he might be going for a finisher. He has that frog splash he likes to do from the top rope, but no, he does a flippy spinny, and it does not connect. And now Knoepel has him in a headlock. This could be what it takes, but I'm going to doubt it. Referee not really getting in close here, but again, maybe he has the eyes of an eagle and the heart of a hawk. I'm not sure. Knoepel working on the head of Anonymous, but Anonymous fighting his way out of it, throwing elbows into the gut of Knoepel to get out, and he does, but Knoepel fights right back, grabs Anonymous and tosses him into the corner here. It's elbowed in the face, though, and now Anonymous getting out of the ring, actually luring Knoepel back out and hitting him with the rushing leg sweep, but it looks like Anonymous is gassed already. But Anonymous is on top right now, and it looks like going for some sort of submission. I can't imagine that the referee can even see anything right now. And again, that's why I'm leaning towards the fact this match possibly has to... Oh, fuck, a German suplex on the outside! That this match has to possibly be decided in the ring, because otherwise I would imagine the ref would follow the action. But then again, the referees here in the Let's Cause Wrestling League, not the cream of the crop, let's be honest. You get what you pay for, and we don't pay much. Anonymous throwing an elbow into the face of Knoepel now. Getting into the ring, and like I said, Anonymous looks tired and gassed, and he has been on the receiving end of a beatdown for most of this match, but now he is in control, throwing Knoepel into the corner. Does a running headbutt, does a backflip, and then another one, or I should say shoulder tackle maybe. And now is stomping Knoepel in the corner there. It looks like, going to go for a leg drop over the top rope. Knoepel is certainly in no man's land, and I'm not just saying the pay-per-view, my friends. No, he's just not doing that great right now. Looked like Anonymous was going to go for something, but decided not to when Knoepel got up. And does put Knoepel down, though. The mat. Anonymous looks like he's hurt, or like I said, tired. And he wanted to work over Knoepel a little bit more. Throws Knoepel into the corner again. Turns him around. And what could he be going for here? He's lifted Knoepel up, slammed him down, going to the top rope, it looks like. Oh, he's doing the splits and hits a springboard moonsault off of the top rope there. Very Very well done, but can't make a pin because a pin makes no difference. Instead, tried to pick up Knoepel, but now Knoepel is in charge. Knoepel just straight up headbutts Anonymous and then hits him with a thumb spike. Anonymous could be feeling the pain here, but no, an eye rake gets him out of trouble, and he follows up with a neck breaker. This match back and forth, I have no idea who's going to win at this point, and I wouldn't hazard a guess anyway. Now, here we go. He's working on the back and chin. Referee getting in position here. Finally in position. And no. Knoepel able to get out. Referee signals that Knoepel did not tap out. He has not given up. And it looks like he's going to go for that double arm hook into a backbreaker onto Anonymous. And now Knoepel actually going to the top rope. We don't see this often, not without his partner doing the Doomsday Device. And Ali hits a Swanton Bomb on Anonymous. Lifts him up, but Anonymous able to hit a jawbreaker and get out of it. Knoepel, though, throwing in a kick quickly to break things up. Lifts Anonymous up over his shoulders here. Now going for a torture rack. And that's it! Anonymous taps out! Knoepel wins the first ever submission match. The first person to win by submission. Anonymous, first person to tap out in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. It was a close match, but in the end, the torture rack was what it took to finally make Anonymous tap out. Anonymous did definitely have a valiant effort, but in the end of it, right here it was the torture rack. Used to be a move from Lex Luger back in the old days. Knoepel wins your opening match at No Man's Land. And now, coming down to ringside, he is a former hardcore champion. In fact, last week he was, until he lost to Hood Fabulous. He's getting a chance now to get back in the fray. Now, this wasn't a rematch. There are no rematches for the hardcore title, strictly speaking. There's no rematch clause. However, when this match was drafted together, Draven seemed to be a good fit for it. And so that's why he's in this one. Anyway, this is for the Hardcore Championship. It is a fatal 4-way ladder match. Of course, the rules of a ladder match is the first man able to scale the ladder and retrieve the Hardcore Championship will be the champion. But Fabulous is your defending champion tonight. He hopes to scale that ladder and walk out as the first person to successfully defend the Hardcore Championship, only to have to defend it again next week as the stipulation with the Hardcore Championship, which you can see suspended above the ring at this moment. Though I don't doubt that Hood Fabulous will somehow also have it around his waist. Anyway, the stipulation is that it is defended every week, Friday nights and pay-per-views. So it's not a championship for the faint at heart. And now, coming down to ringside, also a former champion, though of the United States variety. He's fresh, and he's a maker. He is Fresh Maker. And he thinks he's from Mexico when he's actually from New York. We have a lot of mental issues in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. I mean, just look at Draven. And then we got someone who's, I don't know if you want to call it a dissociative personality disorder. I don't think that would be, because he just thinks he's from somewhere and he's not. Yeah, we got a lot of mental problems, don't we? A lot of them. A lot of them. Fuck. And now, from the glorious place known as Valhalla, he is ascended or descended down upon the mortal realm once again. He is Skyrim Jarbs. This man also a former hardcore champion. In fact, every competitor in this match has been or is a Let's Crosby Wrestling League champion. Most of them have been hardcore champions. Draven has had the hardcore title and the world title. Freshmaker has just had the United States title. This man has just had the hardcore title, and Hood Fabulous, of course, is the hardcore champion. So this isn't a bunch of nobodies here. You know, this is a high caliber match for a bunch of high caliber wrestlers, and they'll be beating the shit out of each other with ladders and possibly other weapons, because that's how we treat our high caliber talent here in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. Skyrim Jobs showing off his nice pretty blue eyes. Yeah, they are very pretty and very blue. And now hip hopping his way down to the ring, he is the Let's Crosby Wrestling League hardcore champion. He is Hood Fabulous. And now I might speak too soon, but so far we've had a 100% on the entrance music. Homeless Joe actually doing his job tonight. I'm sure that I'm going to bite my tongue and eat my sock and fuck my words, as the sound and music will fuck up at some point tonight. But so far it's been good, and I've got to commend our sound crew on that. As I said before, Hood Fabulous is wearing the Hardcore Championship, despite the fact that it is suspended above the ring. You can see the shadow right now in the ring. Well, not right now because we're watching him get in the ring, but if we get a shot of it, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll get lucky and we can pretend that it's not hanging above the ring. I don't know. It's WWE 2K16. What the fuck do you expect? Anyway, the match is about ready to get started. I have no idea who's going to win this one. Ladder matches are very chaotic in nature, and it looks like we've got the pairing up of Hood Fabulous, the Skyrim Jobs, Freshmaker, and Draven. It's going to be a hard one to call because there's going to be a lot of action, so I'll do my best, as always. Skyrim Jobs hitting one hell of a clothesline there on Hood Fabulous. Meanwhile, Freshmaker taking Draven down a few notches here. It looks like the super heavyweights are definitely in charge, and Skyrim Jobs is grabbing a steel chair already. And I thought he was going to plaster Freshmaker with it, but no, was unable to, as Freshmaker got it away from him. And now throws Skyrim Jobs into the ropes and hits a super kick. Skyrim Jobs actually falling down that ladder that Hood Fabulous has already brought into the ring. Hood Fabulous, like I said, wants to get this over with as soon as possible because he wants to win the title, and if he does win the title, he has to defend it next week. And he almost just got slammed onto the ladder by Draven, but instead, Skyrim Jobs actually took a Hurricane Rana onto the ladder by Freshmaker. But that doesn't seem to keep him down very, very much or very long. But both super heavyweights now battling each other precariously over that ladder. Skyrim Jobs throwing Freshmaker clean out of the ringside. It looks like a hat has fallen onto the ground somehow from the announce table. I don't think anyone went near it, but sometimes it has a life of its own. And now Freshmaker thrown into the announce table here twice. Skyrim Jobs just beating the hell out of Freshmaker around that announce table, but Freshmaker fighting back, but not for long. Skyrim Jobs hits him with a headbutt. Meanwhile, in the ring, Hood Fabulous throws Draven into the corner here and might be going for a suplex, but no, Draven reverses into a snap suplex of his own. No one is yet gone for the title, but I think everyone knows they have to beat down their opponents a little bit more before they can go for that title. Draven just rolling. Hood Fabulous said, oh, there's that knockout punch. Hood Fabulous is out of it, but Draven does not go for the ladder and instead tries to grab Hood Fabulous. Hood Fabulous was able to reverse and is back on his feet, but not for long as Draven puts him back down and sits on his leg. Meanwhile, on the outside, Skyrim Jobs throwing down Freshmaker, and uh-oh, looks like Draven's going to go for his finisher here. Onto Hood Fabulous. Yep, he's got him up. And he puts him down. Draven, if he's smart, will go for that ladder right away, and he does. While the super heavyweights are on the outside. Uh-oh, and Hood Fabulous skips up immediately. Hits Draven with two shoulder tackles. Ducks under a clothesline. And puts Draven down with some style. Freshmaker, on the other hand, going for the title immediately now. And now he and Hood Fabulous fighting on the top. Freshmaker goes down and lands on that chair. Now Skyrim Jobs going up to go after Hood Fabulous. And oh shit! Now Freshmaker grabbing the title here. Trying to pull it down now. But oh, there goes Draven and Freshmaker grabbing the title again. He couldn't get it because it looks like nobody's able to do anything. And never mind. Oh shit! Freshmaker his back of his head hit that chair. So many people just landed in that chair, and now F5 onto the chair. Draven has to be dead. He took an F5 onto the chair from Skyrim Jobs, but Skyrim Jobs is not done with him. Holy shit! A lot of shit just went down in a short amount of time. Freshmaker setting up that ladder in no good areas here, and now gets angry and tries to kick it. Meanwhile, Draven tumbles to the outside. All three men are on the outside here, and this is a good time for Hood Fabulous. Hood Fabulous could just walk up there and grab it and retain the title because no one's fucking paying attention. Hood Fabulous grabs the title, but Skyrim Jobs grabs him down. Hood Fabulous gets hold of Skyrim Jobs. Looks like he's going to try to get him out of the ring here, but instead whips him into the other side of the ropes, goes for a kick, which very slowly knocks down the ladder. Skyrim Jobs, though, grabs Hood Fabulous, hooks the arms, lifts him, and slams him down next to the ladder. Does not hit him on the ladder. Freshmaker does a little dance there, grabbing the ladder, and then pops Draven right between the eyes with it. Freshmaker now hitting both Hood Fabulous and Skyrim Jobs at the same time somehow, and then tries to set up the ladder. Oh, something happened there. Some weirdness. Holy fuck. This match has already been a crazy little treat. As I was going to explain earlier, all four of these men need to be careful. I know that they all want that title, and they're all putting it all on the line here, but they have to defend. Whoever wins has to defend it next week. Oh, shit! Fucking fall-away slam to Draven onto the ladder from Skyrim Jobs. He is draped over it. He's got to be fucking dead. Holy shit! Draven thrown all the way to the outside. Freshmaker following him. Skyrim Jobs using this opportunity wisely to set the ladder up. And he's got to be, he's going to go ahead and climb the ladder. Nobody's in there. Hood Fabulous is just staring. He needs to get in quick. He needs to stop this. No, he wasn't able to. Skyrim Jobs retains the title, and he wins the Hardcore Championship for a second time. He is the two-time Hardcore Champion. Oh, fuck, right there. That was crazy. And there you go already. Those are our two replays, apparently. We had more things we could replay there, let me fucking tell you. But Skyrim Jobs wins the first championship match tonight. One championship has already changed hands. We've got three more, actually, for the evening. And I'm already out of breath and my throat's already fucked. And we've only had 2 matches so far at No Man's Land. Skyrim Jobs wins it, and he takes home the Hardcore Championship. Next up, we have our Let's Crosby Wrestling League Tag Team Championship match. The #1 contenders, the 1%. Some would say they almost bought their way into this match. However, they did have to beat the Fallen in order to get here. So they did have to beat some legitimate team for the #1 contendership, and they did so. Surprisingly, they did so. And now, we'll see if they have what it takes to not only continue to be the only undefeated team in the Les Crosby Wrestling League, but also win the tag team titles. It's also to note, Lord Grubbins, as a result, is undefeated just on his own in the Les Crosby Wrestling League. He had 1 singles match, and the rest of his matches have been with the 1%, although most of those matches were handicap matches, where some of the other people were likely paid off to lose. They game the system. They know that they're in America, and they know that money will buy them anything. And so now they have a tag title match. However, there is a team that you can't pay off. There's a team that doesn't give a fuck how much money you have, and they're the team coming down to ringside now. They are the tag team champions. They are exclamation. They are Overlord Dark Wolf. They are accompanied by Khad. They are the Iron Dogs. And the Iron Dogs, though they have lost, and they have lost those titles before, but they are still one of the, if not the most dominant tag teams in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. And if the 1% wants to capture gold, they're going to have to work for it tonight. That's for damn sure. That's what it's all about here, folks. We've had one title change so far tonight. Will we have another, or will the Iron Dogs retain? We'll find out as Exclamation and Space Tomato start this match off. Space Tomato grabbing Exclamation already and dropping him right across the knee. Taking an early lead and just very callously, whatever, scrapes the forehead of Exclamation and now is raking the head, or raking the neck, I should say. Raking? I can't fucking speak this match. I told you I'm already out of words from the last match. It was so fucking crazy. And right now, it looks like Exclamation's out of skill because, oh no, as I say that, he reverses into a death drop of his own here onto Space Tomato. Space Tomato taking a punch to the back of the head and is Irish whipped to the ropes there and then lifted up and slammed down by Exclamation. Exclamation, one of the most dominant wrestlers in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. Not just because he's part of the Iron Dogs, but even singles competition, he always seems to get the job done, at least most of the time. So he's no man to laugh at either, but Space Tomato is in control for the moment. He grabs and hits Exclamation with a neck breaker. Exclamation now taking an elbow right across the chest there from possibly our most super heavyweight, Space Tomato. Space Tomato looked like he was going to try to go for a double team there with Grubbins, but was unable to do so. Exclamation hitting a jawbreaker there onto Space Tomato with that spiked hair. Now reverses into a fireman's carry over to the mat, though. Space Tomato hitting a headbutt onto Exclamation, and now grabs and hits him with a complete shot. Exclamation really needs to get up and possibly tag in Overlord at this point, as he is now, oh shit, already gonna hit choke slam by Space Tomato. Quickly, now going for a pin. 1, 2. Oh no, only a 2 count. As Overlord was able to get in there and break this up. Exclamation not bringing his all this match. This is already kind of scary. That Space Tomato is commanding this much of the match, and they could be setting. Oh, they've already got Exclamation set up for the 1% rule here, and they nailed it. Oh, don't fucking tell me it's already over. Grubbins going for the pin.
1, 2.
Oh, almost got it. Exclamation able to kick out at 2. Overlord not able to get over there and save his partner, and Grubbins, taking a spill to the outside, was going to go for the top rope there, but Exclamation was able to get up quick enough. Now rolls out of the ring. Exclamation doing something with a ghost. I have no idea what that was about, but either way, he bulldogs Grubbins on to the mat on the outside, and now wrenching the neck and back of Grubbins. Something's going on in the ring or on the other side. I can't see what it is, but I'm hearing sounds of a fight between Overlord and Space Tomato. The Space Tomato now coming back around and did try to grab Exclamation, but was unsuccessful. Now Exclamation kicking Grubbins in the stomach. Actually might be going for that scissors kick, and he hits all of it. So he needs to make a pin, or tag, I'm sorry, not a pin. He'll probably go for a pin here because why not, right? But I can't imagine he's going to get a 3 count here. No, just a 2. But he needs to make a tag. He needs to get his partner in there. And this is not the way to do it. Grubbin's getting out of this move, as many people do. And now Grubbin's grabbing exclamation, and looks like he's going to take him over to the corner. Tomato tagging himself in. They could be going for a double team here. Yes. Looks like they're both going to pick up exclamation and drop him right across both of their knees. Tomato going for a pin right away. Grubbin's grabbing Overlord.
1, 2.
No, exclamation kicking out. I got to say, to my surprise, the 1% actually controlling this match. The Iron Dogs look like they did not show up to fight. Exclamation in rare form. Usually he's on top of his game and some would argue carries the team most of the time, but definitely not carrying anything at the moment. The 1% came here to fight. You know, I mean, there's naysayers saying the 1%, all they could do is win handicap matches or pay their way into victory. And I can guarantee you the Iron Dogs weren't paid off. Space Tomato going for a pin after that super back body drop there, but Overlord actually able to make the break there. Now gets thrown to the outside. So Space Tomato, in rare form himself, actually commanding a match for a change here. Kicks exclamation in the back of the head. Uh-oh. Oh, no, exclamation able to get out of this. So Grubbins and Overlord fighting on the outside. And now exclamation kicking Tomato in the bed. Hits him with the curb stomp. I can't imagine that's going to be enough, though, but he goes for the pin. 1, 2. No! Tomato able to kick out. Exclamation needs to make a tag. And looks like he's finally able to get in. Overlord, for the first time in this match, as the legal man gets into the ring, he needs to definitely improve upon whatever exclamation was doing this match, and hopefully he does. He grabs Space Tomato and throws him into the post. Overlord now grabbing Space Tomato, but not for long. Space Tomato able to power out of it, but Overlord able to grab him once more, takes him over to the ropes here. Looks like he's going to throw him out of the ring. He throws him over the top rope and punches him down to ringside, but then quickly follows him. I don't know what he's going to do here. Looks like just throwing some punches, some jabs to the chin, and a spinning elbow right to the face of Space Tomato. That's his fucking name. Space Tomato, though, fighting back, grabbing and throwing exclamation, or I'm sorry, not exclamation, Overlord, and now hitting him with a leg drop on the apron. Space Tomato probably thinking about making a tag here when he gets back in the ring, I'd imagine. Oh, he actually was going for Overlord, but Overlord able to reverse. Misses whatever he went for there, but Tomato has none the wiser. And oh, there he hit the kick! He hit the spinning kick! That has knocked people out before and ended matches, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to take down Space Tomato yet. He's going to go for the pin. No, only actually a 1 count. And I think maybe a 2 count, but it was not enough. Space Tomato. Like uh-oh. Oh, a big power slam, or scoop slam. Space Tomato slowly making his way around here, tagging Grubbins. Grubbins getting in the ring here. Well, went for something, but Overlord able to get out of it. Grabs Grubbins and throws him into the into Dangerland here. Uh-oh! This could be it right here. The Iron Dog setting up that finisher. Tomato yelling, but knowing he can't do anything about it as the ref has his eyes on him. There he hits it! Grubbins could be done. And exclamation giving him 2 of his favorite fingers. But lifting him up, not going for the pin, but punches him down. Punches him down again. Looks like he was Irish whipping, but no, Grubbins reversing. But not for long as he takes a knee to the face. Exclamation tired, though, already. Might already need to tag in his partner. Uh-oh, Grubbins kipping up here. Grabs exclamation and tosses him over. And then lifting exclamation up here. Oh, going for support. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going for the same move here. Maybe not. Oh, no. He hits him. Both men doing similar moves now. Grubbins grabbing exclamation, hitting him with that power slam. That slam has ended matches before. He's pulling exclamation away. That could be it. Khad trying to call for the crowd to get his team into it. Grubbins going for the pin. And Overlord able to break that pin. Tomato doesn't like any of it. Throws Overlord over the top rope. And now Grubbins setting up for that pedigree. This could be it. Overlord's out of the ring. He's hooked one arm, hooked the other. Oh, an exclamation was just pedigreed, and I think he's busted open. Grubbins going for the pin now.
1, 2.
And Overlord able to break. Oh, Overlord's been the savior many, many times. Exclamation desperately needs to get the fuck out of the ring if he has any hopes of keeping that gold. Exclamation, though, able to reverse, but Grubbins a little too quick. Gets out of it and hits a Russian leg sweep. The Iron Dogs not looking good. Exclamation in particular, and an elbow drop from the top rope from Grubbins. Grubbins actually looks like he's going to tag in Tomato. Exclamation is out of it now. Tomato lifting up, exclamation, going for another choke slam. No! Exclamation reversing out of it and slamming Tomato's face hard into the mat. He's wisely going back over to his corner and tagging in Overlord. Overlord gets in the ring here. Punches Space Tomato in the back of the head a couple of times and a kick. Looks to lift up Space Tomato, but Space Tomato able to reverse it into a knee right across the throat of Overlord, and then actually goes for a pin. Only gets a 1 count. Overlord's not gotten beaten down too much this match as of yet. Though he's certainly taking a beating at the moment as his neck is being cranked to the side by Space Tomato. Exclamation. Recouping on the outside there. Bloodied. Uh-oh. Going for a camel clutch here is Space Tomato. It looks like he's kind of grabbing the sides of the head. Looked like they were going to go for a submission there, but Overlord said, no, I'm not fucking tapping out, motherfucker. And now Overlord is in control for the time being. Lifts up Space Tomato and drops him with a sidewalk slam. An excellent show of strength there, but Space Tomato powering himself up here, but gets kicked in the stomach. Overlord grabbing Space Tomato, slamming his head hard against the mat. Lifts up Space Tomato once again here. Oh, went for that spin kick, but did not hit it that time. Space Tomato whips exclamation to the corner, lifts him up and slams him right down with a fucking spine break, a lazy man spine breaker, I should say. Now lifting up, might be going for a choke slam or something. Oh no, he's lifting up. Oh, kind of a modified choke slam of sorts, a full Nelson choke slam. Space Tomato, confused for a moment, goes for a pin here.
1, 2.
Only gets a 2 count. Looks like the Iron Dogs are at least fighting back a little bit here. This match lasting longer than I thought it was at the sight of how the Iron Dogs, specifically exclamation, was performing. Oh, and a lift and slam by Overlord. Again, Overlord showing some mean strength here. Now, I don't think exclamation's ready to come in. He said, no, no, no. Stay in there. You're doing more good than me. And sure enough, there goes a clothesline to take down Space Tomato. Exclamation still standing on the outside. Again, like I said, may not be ready for ring ready, and communicating to his team as such, which, I mean, that's hard to do, right? To tell your team, hey, I don't think I'm ready, but oh shit. The 1% rule again, this time to Overlord. This could be it. Exclamation needs to get in the ring and break this up. Oh, the referee doesn't even count because the chaos going on in the ring. Overlord grabbing and then knee lifting Grubbins. Oh, he actually threw Grubbins into his partner. Exclamation was kind of dazed there. Now, Grubbins, was able to hit that spine breaker. Spine buster, I should say. Uh-oh.
1, 2.
Exclamation actually able to kind of saunter over and break the pin there as Tomato was a little bit too slow. And now Grubbins working over Overlord. I gotta say, I'm not liking the odds of the Iron Dogs tonight, as the 1% are dominating this match. I don't know how the Iron Dogs are gonna win it at this rate. Grubbins full control over Overlord at the moment. Now going for a fist drop here and hitting it. Grubbins taking a minute to recoup a bit here, but he has all the time in the world as Overlord is hurt. Grubbins grabs Overlord, leads him over to the ropes here, or maybe, yep, leads him over to the ropes. Throws him to the outside here. Uh-oh, going for that weird kind of whip pile driver, and Overlord busted open. Grubbins pulling Overlord away from the ropes, kind of? I'm not sure what that was about. Oh, he's trying to... He's got his legs up on the ropes! I know, he tried to cheat and steal a win, but Overlord's still able to kick out. The referee, for some reason, counting. I can't imagine the referee didn't see that. Some would argue maybe the referee's been fucking paid off. When the referee doesn't stop that, he had to have seen that. He had to have seen Grubbins cheating there. He's now counting Exclamation, who's in the ring. But Overlord choking Grubbins in the corner here with his foot. Grubbins down in the corner here and slammed down. And I'm not sure what Exclamation was going for there. He kind of got into the ring for a moment. Overlord now in control. I don't say that much this match. As I have to admit, the 1% have definitely out-wrestled the Iron Dogs this match. Overlord kind of rolled Grubbins there and hit an elbow drop. Grubbins might be hurt here, I'm not sure, and went for a kick there, but was unable to actually execute anything. But it looks like Grubbins wasn't able to make much of it as... Oh, no. I was going to say you're going to get hit with a suplex, but no. And No, it's just reversal after reversal here. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, going for a pin. I'm not sure that that's going to work. No, it does not work. Base Mayo did come in. Didn't really need to, but is getting beaten down by Exclamation now. And now the Iron Dogs have finally taken control of this match, but is it too little too late? I'm not sure. As they are both busted open. They're both bleeding, which is the same thing. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to take for the Iron Dogs to win this one. With what poor performance they've had. Space Tomato, not... I think the 1% are playing a little... I mean, well, other than Grubbins trying to cheat there, they're playing pretty cautious this match. They don't want to get disqualified, or they also don't want the Iron Dogs to get disqualified. They would win, but they would not win the titles if the Iron Dogs managed to get disqualified. The Iron Dogs would keep their titles in that case. Oh, going for a pin right here.
1, 2, 3.
That's it! The Iron Dogs win it! Out of nowhere, Overlord hits a fucking powerbomb, holds it for a pin. The 1% have been defeated. Grubbins is no longer undefeated. The Iron Dogs show their supremacy in the ring. Despite getting beaten down most of this match, they show that they have the fortitude, that they have the strength, and they can outlast even the 1%. The reign of the 1% as undefeated tag team Khad has been ended. The Iron Dogs are still your Let's Crosby Wrestling League Tag Team Champions. The 1%, I gotta say though, I'm not saying the 1% didn't perform well. Like I said, I believe that the 1% were wrestling better, but in the end, this was it right here. It was this kind of power bomb. He bridged it into a pin. I'm not sure that Tomato realized that it was gonna be a pin. It gave Exclamation some time to get over for a bulldog. And sure enough, we still have these same tag team champions. The Iron Dogs still successfully defending that, despite both being bleeding and busted open. The Iron Dogs, tag team champions. And now, to get his revenge, he is one half of the tag team Pretty Stupid. You can guess which one he is. It ain't pretty. He is Draz! And last pay-per-view at Chamber of Hell, a very controversial end to the Loser No More match between he and Captain ZM, who is his opponent tonight, where Draz went for a pin with 10 seconds left in the match, but the referee refused to make the count and actually called the match off, said that that was time. After review, there was still 10 seconds left. However, all decisions are final in the Let's Cross Wrestling League ring. The captain did get credit for that win. Draz has been just angry about it ever since. And now, he's pulled some strings, and some people felt bad for him, so they gave him a Hell in a Cell match against his nemesis, Captain ZM. Captain now making his way to ring again, despite the fact that he won, that his only victory was even questionable. It still is a victory. He still is just as proud of it. And he says, I got one, I'll get two, and two will come tonight. And hopefully this match isn't just a big old stinking steaming number two. It is a Hell in a Cell match. Anything can happen. Weapons are allowed. The match is confined to the ring and immediate ringside around that cell. Nil will not be able to come out. Not that he would, but Nil will not be able to come out and assist Draz this match, as Captain and Draz will be sealed inside of that steel cage, or that chamber. The Hell in the Cell. But any weapons under the ring can be brought in. And both men enter, and both men will probably be changed after this match. Well, I mean, if Draz wins, then he'll have changed from a complete loser to a loser with one win, much like Captain ZM. The cell has been lowered, or is being lowered, I should say. Captain ready to go. Draz is also ready to go. Draz, more ready to go, though. Grabs Captain immediately, and looks like they're going to do chain wrestling in a fucking Hell in a Cell match. Of course these idiots would do that, but whatever. Draz grabbing and actually pummeling Captain with those elbows. I think Draz on it already, wants to win this. Or I think he wants to lose it. I can't ever tell. Draz seems to be proud of his losing streak. Maybe he's just proud he has any kind of a streak. And I'm not talking about the one in his wrestling tights. Captain now in control and looks like already going to go out for a weapon. Yep, he grabs a steel chair that is conveniently placed onto the ring. But Draz wrestles it away from him and throws it down to the mat. It dematerialized and rematerialized in the same spot for some reason. And Draz, after a little bit of a struggle, is able to hip toss Captain into the middle of the ring there. Turns Captain around here. Does a pump handle drop fairly close to that chair. Then stomps Captain in the stomach. Turns around, picks him up. Looks like he might be going for a suplex here. Oh, he got a suplex slam, actually. The Captain, kicking Captain in the stomach. And turns him around. Now, Draz has been eager for this match. He's been hot and ready for this match. He wants to prove that had the referee not called the match early, he could have tied it. I'm not sure what happens in an Iron Man match if it tied. I don't know if it goes to overtime. I have no fucking idea how that works. But either way, he wouldn't have lost. Even if it would have been a draw and both men remained unwinning after that match, he wouldn't have lost. And that's what he wants to prove tonight, that he's not just the largest fucking loser in the Let's Cross Wrestling League. No, that he would be tied as the largest loser in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. Though to be fair, the largest loser right now is Space Tomato. Oh, man, they thought they were going to win the Tag Team Championships. Anyway, Draz throwing that knee right into the forehead of Captain ZM before turning around. Draz has been controlling most of this match, and now drop kicks Captain in the side of the face here. Looks like Draz might, I mean, if he keeps this up, he might get his first victory in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League. Well, I say that, and then immediately he gets snapmared by Captain. Captain pulling at the neck and head of Draz. And I don't think Draz is going to tap out, though, but, hell, I don't know. No, he doesn't. He grabs the hair and hits a jawbreaker on Captain. Everything perfectly legal in this match here tonight. Captain hitting a flurry of punches and axe handles. Now goes for that chair. Oh, and he hits Draz right in the back of the head with that chair. Oh, and then right on the knee. And on the stomach area here. And tries to hit him in the butt, but misses. Draz rolls out of the way and actually gets up pretty quick for someone who's just beaten down with a chair. But Captain hitting a back body drop on Draz. Now goes for a quick pin. First pin of the match. Not enough. Draz able to kick out at 2. Draz getting a massage, I think, from Captain here. But, you know, what can you do? Captain throwing a knee to the neck area of Draz. We're lifting him up here. Throws Draz into the corner. Uh-oh. This is one of, I think, one of Captain's finishers, and he almost hit it onto that chair. He just missed that chair with that running kind of tornado bulldog, but that could be it, even without the chair. No, Draz actually able to kick out Tomato. Captain cannot believe it. But Draz needs to dig down deep here if he wants to actually win this. He was controlling this match, but has not been doing anything for a little bit here. Captain standing up in the corner. Uh-oh. He's taking a page out of Draven's book and is just staring down at Draz, contemplating on what he wants to do to him. And it ends up being nothing as he just kind of gets down. Draz crawls away. Draz, though, getting punched in the back instead. Lifted up here. Now Captain might be going for a suplex. Yes. Lifts him and throws him down onto the chair. Oh, that could be it. Captain rolling him over on the chair. Draz convulsing a little bit. Captain running around confused for some reason. Turns Draz over on the chair. Oh, and then hits an elbow drop. The chair right underneath Draz, causing extra damage here. And now Captain picking Draz up and slamming him down with a backbreaker across the knee. Good. Captain's going for, Captain's going for that corner move here. Going for that tumble clothesline. He hits it. Draz, I think, popped his head off of that chair. This could be it.
1, 2, 3.
And that's it. Captain wins his second match. Draz unable to dig down deep enough to beat Captain. I think this was the turning point right here with all those chair shots that Draz took. Ever since then, he just couldn't recoup, you know, and Captain able to capitalize. Like I said, I don't think Draz got any offense after he got beaten down with that chair. I mean, how could you, right? Right here, he almost gets bulldog onto the chair. I think he actually hit his knee off of it, but that was actually not enough to end the match, as Draz did kick out of this. And then right here, after some more damage with that chair, Captain set up that finisher of his, that roly-poly clothesline. Nails it. And no, he does. Okay, I thought Draz might have hit his head on the chair. He didn't hit his head on the chair. Either way, though, that finisher was enough. Captain ZM wins his second match in the Let's Cause Wrestling League. Draz remains always defeated. Coming out of the ring, we've not seen this man come out by himself in a long time, and it's actually been a good thing because he takes so fucking long to get down to the ring by himself. But he is your challenger for the United States title. He is a former tag team champion with his partner Canopal of the Fallen. So he has held gold before, and he hopes to hold more tonight. He hopes to be the man to end the reign of Baza. He is Gara! If there's anyone that can stop Baz's reign as the undefeated United States champion, and again, that's just in title defenses, Baza has lost matches. He's not lost that US title since he's won it. He's been the most dominant champion in Let's Crosby Wrestling League history. He's been the most dominant United States champion, obviously. And he hopes to continue that dominance here tonight, but he's got his hands full with Gara. Gara, an expert in the ring, both tag and in singles competition. He once actually had a #1 contendership for the world title, forfeited it so that he could win the tag titles against the Iron Dogs. Though they did lose to the Iron Dogs later on and lost those titles. They're no slouches, the Fallen. And Gara, not a slouch in his own. But Baz is going to be tough to beat. He's got the championship advantage. And like I said, he's never been beaten as the United States champion. So we saw one undefeated streak end tonight. We could see another. Words, words, words. This intro's long. Fuck me. Well, this part's kind of cool. I like this part. The fire. It's always good. And now that that is over, coming out to the ring, he is the Les Crosby Wrestling League United States champion. He's the one we were talking about. He's Baza, and he's not lost that title ever since he's won it. He has defeated every super heavyweight in the Les Crosby Wrestling League. Has earned the title as the Giant Slayer as a result. Possibly the most dominant athlete in the Les Crosby Wrestling League. And it's going to take a lot to get that title off of his waist. I forgot the word for it. It's a waist. Not that the title reign's a waste. I'm just saying that his weight. You know what I mean? He's a damn good champion. Oh, Gara's angry. We are off. Gara is sparing no time, kicks Baza, Goes into a hold here, though. Baza able to pull it into a headlock. And then throws Baza down. Baza kind of frustrated there. And unfortunately, it gave... I'm sorry. Gara was frustrated. And it gave Baza an opportunity to grab him and hit him with a suplex. Baza punching Gara and hitting a drop kick. Oh, fuck. Fucking Baza's ready to go. He's taking his Baza juice, and he's ready to fight. But like I said, Gara is no slouch. He is one hell of a competitor. He's shown it many times, which is why he's in this match to begin with. And he hits a nice Hurricane Rana on Baza. Turns Baza over, punching him in the back of the head, like right behind the ear. Not typically legal, but our referees just kind of let anything go. And DDT in the center of the ring from Gara. Gara desperately wanting to capture gold once again. Baza wanting to hold on to it. This is going to be an uphill battle for Gara as a result. Baza just seems to have this supernatural ability to keep that fucking title. As he whips, no, actually pulls back Gara for an elbow. Went for something there, but Gara powered out of it. And now going for the leg on Baza, kicks it. Trying to keep the champion grounded here. Baza tries to get up, but nope. Actually reverses and throws a punch and oh, a double chop right to the chest and face of Gara. Holy shit, Baza is not fucking around this match, and he knows not to. If of any person to not underestimate, Gara is definitely one of them, and Baza is certainly not underestimating Gara as he is throwing everything he has at Gara. He lifts up Gara and drops him across the knee. And now goes for a pin. Referee a little bit out of position there. Counts for a 2, but that is not going to be enough. Gara getting a drop kick to the back of the head here. But able to reverse and does a knee lifts Baza right in the mouth. I don't think his lips bleeding or anything like that, but definitely hit him hard. Went for a drop kick there, but did not hit it as Gara is able to get out of the way. Hit an elbow and now going for a suplex. Actually, suplex brainbuster, but not his finisher move. But Baza not staying down very long. Grabs Gara, turns it around, but takes some elbows to the face. Gara able to reverse here and does a running grab and hits a back body drop. I keep thinking I'm saying that move wrong. I don't think that's a back body drop, and I think I keep calling it one. I can't fucking remember it anytime. Anyway, Baza reversing yet again. This match has gone back and forth. I think Baza's held a slight advantage, only getting a 1 count there out of Gara. Missing the drop kick as Gara moves out of the way. Gara grabs Baza, lifts him up here, and actually drops him down and kicks him in the side of the head on the way down. Does a springboard moonsault off the middle rope and kind of spins in midair, hits Baza with everything. Throws Baza into the corner here. Oh, went for a punch, but Baza able to reverse out of it, but Gara grabbed him too quickly. Lifts up Baza, slams him down with a sit-down powerbomb. Gara now in definite control here. Throwing Baza into the corner once again. He's going to turn around. Might be setting him up for that running drop kick. Oh, yeah, definitely doing that. Goes back over to the opposite corner. Runs, drop kick, nails Baza into that corner. He could have Baza right where he wants him here. Lifts Baza up, slams him down with another sit-down powerbomb from the corner. And then goes for his first pin of the match. Only a 1 count, surprisingly. Baza kicking out after 1. Gara going for that head scissors elbow thing. Does not work. As again, usually does not. Baza slam! Out of nowhere. That fucking move out of nowhere.
1, 2.
Almost gets it. Gara able to kick out at 2. Baza can't believe it, but he should. Like I said, Gara's not slapped. Oh, a running slap or something. Anyway, either way, it takes Gara down. What? Oh, that was weird. I'm not sure what that was, but it doesn't work as Gara's able to reverse it into a suplex. Gara now going up to the top rope here. I'm not sure what he might be going for that big stomp from the top rope. One of his finishers. No, just an elbow drop. Interesting. Not sure why. Gara wiping off some sweat here. Slowly lifting up Baza, but I think he took a little bit too long. Baza able to regroup. Reverses into a clothesline. Now going to the outside. Not sure why. Uh-oh. Looks like he's... Uh-oh. Looks like it might be table time. Baza getting the table ready here, but we've seen this before and nothing comes out of it, so we'll see if anything does. He grabs Gara. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. He's taking Gara over to the table, or he's trying to. He's lost, I think, and it does nothing. Now Gara throwing Baza into the table and stomping on his knee here. Lifting Gara up, throwing him into the table again. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. There goes the hat. Gara lifting up. Baza, we're up to a 6 count. He plows Baza through a table. We're up to a 7 count. But if Baza gets counted out... Okay, good. Gara's broken the count. The count now starts over at 1. Baza was just put through that fucking table. But Gara can't pin him outside. And now Baza actually fighting back. Remarkable. Oh, is Baza's leg broken? What the fuck? No, it's just some weirdness. And he throws Gara into those steel stairs. Up to a 5 count. Baza actually lifting up Gara. Now he's flexing. Might not be a great move here, buddy. Nope. Gara hitting a back body drop. Baza getting a little too cocky there, and you don't want to get cocky with Gara. But now Baza back in control, so maybe he has a reason to be cocky as he hits Gara with a very nice suplex. Uh-oh. This could be it. Could be death drop time. Baza's got Gara set up. No, he misses it. Gara able to reverse out of it. Grabs Baza, lifts him up. Drops him back down for that kick to the head. Gara getting into the corner. Oh, no, he could be setting up that Sister Abigail. He's doing his creepy backwards walking. If he hits this, it could be it. He's got Baza. He's got him set up. He kisses him on the forehead, and he hits him with it. If he makes the pin here, it could be it. We could have a new United States champion. He goes for the pin. The ref is counting it. No, Baza kicks out at 2. Not enough, not yet. And oh, a missed drop kick by Gara. Baza now in control, but not for long as a fireman carry takes him back down. Gara rolling Baza over and kicking him right in the chest. But looks like Gara's a little winded here. Baza was kind of powering up a little bit, but gets punched in the back of the head. Now Baza kicking Gara multiple times. Lifts him up for a big scoop slam. Lifts Gara right back up here. Hits one clothesline. Hits a second clothesline. Hits a third clothesline. Gara is up in that corner here. Baza looks like gonna lift Gara to the top rope. See what he's gonna go for here. Maybe a superplex from the top rope. Yeah, it looks like what we're gonna get here. And he hits all of it. He doesn't roll over for a pin, but well, he does now. Goes for the pin.
1, 2.
No, Gara somehow kicking out. I thought that could have been it. But Baza unable to put this away just yet. I don't know who's going to win this. My money's on Baza just because Baza's never lost the title. But fuck me, both men have been through hell this match. This has been one hell of a match. And I think Baza's going to go for that reverse suplex, which he has won with before, but he gets elbowed in the head. He gets a front drop kick from Gara. Gara's got a new head of steam here. Kicks Baza in the side of the head. Stomps on the stomach. And now hits the drop kick. Gara is now back in control of this match. Pulls Baza towards the center. I don't know if he's going to go for a pin or what. No, he's setting Gara up for an enziguri. I'm setting Baza up for an enziguri, I'm sorry. Baza, Gara, they have similar names, right? Baza thrown back into the corner. Might be going for that running dropkick one more time, but no, not going to get it because Baza was able to reverse into a running DDT there. And then hits a jumping elbow drop. Uh-oh. Looks like he's setting up for the death drop once again. He didn't hit it the first time, but he could hit it this time. He turns Gara over, and he hits the death drop. That could be all she wrote. He goes for the pin.
1, 2.
No! A cut hair away from putting this match to rest. Gara kicks out, determined to win the title, but it might take a lot more than he has left. I don't know. Baza trying to wear Gara down even further with a sleeper here. I'm not sure what to say because we just got a sleeper go. Oh, looks like Gara's powering out of it. And he throws some elbows into Baza. Gara grabs Baza. Might be going for another sit-down power bomb. No, he's going for... I think he's going to go for... No, it looked like a crucifix power bomb, but Baza was able to get out of the way, but not for long as Gara grabbed him once again and now is wrenching that arm. Pulling all of his... He's actually doing something very good here. He's pulling back and causing the rest of Baza's weight to kind of almost not dislocate, but damn near dislocate the shoulder of Baza. A very smart move. It doesn't quite work, though, as Baza's able to power out of it and punches Gara right in the breadbasket there. Gara getting thrown into the corner here. Baza, looks like he might be going for another superplex or something. Lifts Gara to the top rope. Yeah, I think he's going to go for another superplex. I know Gara kicked out of the first one. I don't think he's going to be able to kick out of two. Baza hits it. Quickly goes for a pin. This could be it.
1, 2.
No, Gara kicks out once again. I gotta think Gara's just... He's just pushing back the inevitable. Everything's been pretty much Baza for the last few minutes or so. I say that, but Gara's able to reverse, but Baza reverses right back. Gara's not had much control over this match for quite some time. He's kicking out of everything. But like I said, I think he's just pushing back the inevitable, but maybe not because he just pushed back Baza to the mat. No, he's setting Baza up for his finisher here. He's going to hit him with that super brainbuster, and he does. Baza landing on his neck. Gara going for the pin.
1, 2.
No, Baza kicks out. Gara unable to win the title yet, and we get a camera full of referee ass. Thanks for that. Gara turns Baza over here, going for a DDT to the foot, trying to jam that knee. Now Gara taunting. Again, I don't think either man should taunt until they win. They're going to fuck something up here if they're not careful. But Gara didn't fuck up that German suplex, taking Baza down. And now throws Baza into the corner. Gara, it looks like he is tired and he might be injured. Oh, he kicks and then slams Baza down with a short clothesline of sorts. And then goes for a pin. I don't think this is going to be enough, though.
2.
No, only a 2 count. Both men have fought well. They've fought bravely. And they both have to be thinking, what do I have to do to keep this other guy from kicking out? Baza turns Gar over again. Another death drop in the center of the ring. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Baza rolling him up.
1, 2, 3.
And that's it. Baza still the United States champion. That's got to be one of his closest calls, though. Gara had so many chances, so many opportunities, so many times to end this and put it down. But like I said, Baza's cling to that United States championship just seems supernatural at times. All the time. He's never lost it. Ever since he's won it, he's never lost the title. He's lost matches. He's lost non-title matches. But when it comes to a title defense, even against the same people that have beaten him in a non-title match, he just refuses to lose. Unbelievable. I thought there's so many times Gara had this. I thought there was a good chance we could be finally saying that Baza has lost the title, but that is not the case. Not yet. Baza's... I don't know what to say. I don't know who can beat Baza for that title. But this title has not changed hands. The only hands that it'll go into is the champion, and that is still Baza. And now it is time for the world title match. These three competitors, great competitors in their own way. Thule, a great competitor, but a lot of times doesn't seem to be able to finish the match. Seems to kick ass during a match, just can't ever, I mean, has won matches, he has, but he just usually can't seem to finish it off. Tonight is his chance to become the world champion in this triple threat match. But he is the squirt here. He is the cruiserweight. And I don't know how he's going to do it. And now coming out to ringside, he is a former hardcore champion. He has beaten Brute Force one-on-one in a non-title match. He is 1/3 of the Iron Dogs who successfully defended their tag team titles tonight. He is Khad. And he is using our entire pyro budget. He too wishes to capture world title gold, especially since he has beaten Brute Force before. He knows he can. However, he's also got Thule in there as a competitor, so this could go any way. Triple threat matches, they're non-disqualification, but they're very fickle. I guess I don't know what other word to say, but I do know what to say is that man right there is a very scary fucking guy. He's held that championship ever since he's won it. So he, in his own way, is almost just as dominant as Baza, though he's not had as many title defenses as Baza. The world title usually only defended on pay-per-views and rare occasions on Friday nights. The U.S. title defended a bit more than that. But Brute Force has held that title for some time now. Or at least 3 months? And he doesn't plan on losing that title tonight. He's withstood 5 other competitors at the Chamber of Hell. Yeah, Chamber of Hell. At the Chamber of Hell match. So he sure as fuck thinks he can withstand 3 tonight. Or 2 others, I should say. There's the gold. There's Thule. There's Khad. And there's the champion. And there's the audience. And Khad immediately being grabbed by Brute Force. Brute Force spinning him around, hitting him with a backbreaker. And actually Thule now going after Khad. Both Thule and Brute Force kind of double teaming Khad here, which really Thule and Khad should be teaming up to take down the champion. But uh-oh. Now turnabout's fair play. Both men grabbing Thule. and slamming him down. It looks like now it's a double team onto Thule, and that's how triple threat matches go. Typically, it's going to be a double team, and an enziguri to Khad. Thule fighting back, but brute force grabbing Thule right away and hitting him with a backbreaker. Now, I think Thule does have a minor injury, but not enough to keep him from competing. But Khad kicking the knee out from underneath brute force. And then grabs brute force, picking him up here, and hits a European uppercut, taking brute force down. Khad going to the outside here. I thought he was going to go for a weapon, but no, decides to get back in the ring. What's Khad doing? I'm not sure what the fuck Khad's doing, but he hits Thule with a running drop kick to the back of the head. Brute force now going to the outside. And Thule sweeping Khad's knee, and brute force has that. I think he grazed Thule with it, but it didn't do much. He has that sledgehammer in the ring now. Now he's got Thule and hits Thule with a spinning back body drop. Khad, though, kicks brute force in the stomach, grabbing hold of him. And is gonna, it looked like he was going to go for a belly-to-belly suplex onto that hammer, but was unable to do so. Instead, eats a neck breaker from brute force. Thule's still knocked out from whatever last happened, but rolls out of the way there. And just pissed off brute force right there, but it was enough of a distraction that Khad was able to grab brute force and hit him with a nicely executed German suplex. Thule kicks Khad in the stomach, though, throws in a few elbows and a kick and another drop kick. No, Khad able to get out of the way of that drop kick. Turns Thule around and goes for a pin, actually. Obviously, brute force is not going to let that happen, and the referee has been knocked unconscious for the time being. Brute force snapmares Khad, hits a drop kick. Thule getting to his feet, but only gets punched in the face, but blocks the second punch and is able to give a punch of his own to brute force, but brute force just pushes Thule aside as if he was nothing, and pushed away that drop kick, and Thule landed on that sledgehammer. Brute force scraping the eyes to Khad, perfectly legal in this match. And now is beating Khad down, but Khad fighting back against brute force. You know that Khad does not fear brute force. He's beaten brute force before. But right now, it looks like brute force is in control. Thule going for the pin. Brute force breaking it up yet again. Brute force uppercut to Thule, and now grabs the sledgehammer. Looked like went for something but missed Thule. And now Thule kicking out at one. And brute force missing whatever he's going for with that sled. He's desperately trying to use that sledgehammer. And either Khad or Thule are being hit by it. Oh, never mind. Kidneys right to Khad, and now the ankle from that sledgehammer. It looks like after that kidney shot, brute force might be going for a pin, as he probably should. I mean, getting hit in the kidneys with the sledgehammer is not good, but Thule was right there and broke it up. So Thule kicked in the stomach here, but reverses it and actually takes down the big man brute force. We have 3 weight classes represented in this match, by the way. We've got Khad at heavyweight, Thule at cruiserweight, and brute force at super heavyweight. We only don't have a light heavyweight in this match, and it looks like Thule's about to take a reverse suplex from the top rope here. Brute force. Irish whipped into the corner, and then his knee kicked out from underneath him yet again. Khad grabbing brute force, punching him in the side of the head, and slamming his head down into the mat. Yeah, lifts up brute force, hits him with a spinning hook kick, reverses whatever Thule was throwing down, and then throws Thule into the corner. Khad, seeing brute force going for something, tried to kick him but was unable to. Now brute force turns Khad around in a single Boston Crab. Khad trying to crawl away, but Thule was there to break up the submission. Thule gets kicked in the stomach. Holy shit, brute force went for a fucking clothesline. Thule reversed it into a spine breaker, but then started taunting Khad, hitting Thule from behind with that sledgehammer, and now both Khad and brute force beating down on Thule. As a result here, Thule thrown down on that sledgehammer, the back of his head. Khad now thrown all the way to the outside. Brute force quickly following after him, though. I thought he was going to turn around and try to pin Thule or something, but no, and it looks like our announce table has been reconstructed, thankfully, after our last match between Gara and Baza. Thule hitting a small DDT, and that wasn't a joke about Thule's height. But Thule thrown into... Oh, it looked like brute force was going to do something evil to Thule through that table, but Thule able to reverse it, hits a head scissors, taking brute force down. Khad just kind of watching on, which is the smart move here. Thule getting swept down, and Khad, look for a drop kick, but just missed it. And now Brute Force clawing, or kind of grabbing onto Thule's entire shoulder, but Thule fighting out of this. Punches Brute Force a couple times, but Khad was right there and turns Thule around. Thule gets punched in the back of the head a couple times. Went for something with Khad. Khad whips Thule around. Brute Force, punched Khad so hard he smacked his head against that hat. Now Brute Force giving Khad a couple punches here. Might be going to powerbomb Khad onto Thule. Oh, he does! Thule doesn't even move. I think Thule's out. And now Khad being lifted up by Brute Force once again. Powerbombed under Thule again. Thule grazed a little bit, actually trying to get up here. Khad on the receiving end of a beatdown, though. Thule somehow throwing Brute Force into the ring and throwing an elbow. Khad is out on the outside. This could be Thule's chance here to do something. Khad is getting up, though. Thule, can he? But landing on the hammer. Khad going for the pin, but Thule breaking it up as that was Thule's doing. And no, Khad just dropped down onto that fucking hammer. Holy shit! Oh, Thule just got clotheslined straight down to hell. Brute Force turning Thule over. This could be it. Khad's out. Thule's out. No, Thule actually kicked out. I thought that was going to be it. That was a perfect opportunity for Brute Force. Thule somehow kicking out. Which Thule does. Thule Kid takes a super kick. And I think Thule's busted open. Khad goes for the pin, but Brute Force is right there. And it's not going to happen. Yes, Thule is busted open. And gets kicked right in the side of the face by Brute Force. But Brute Force now thrown over Khad's shoulder here. And is kicked in the stomach a couple times. Or just once, rather. Khad lifts Brute Force up. He's going to go for the go to sleep. Meanwhile, Thule's just trying to crawl away and get out of the way. Brute Force hit with the go to sleep. Khad needs to make a pin here. Oh, fuck's sake. He doesn't get to it, though, and Thule's able to break it up. And Thule gets taken out by Khad as a result. Khad now getting on the outside here. Jumping over and, missing that splash by Khad. Thule, what? Khad getting up somehow like that. Thule hitting another spinning back body drop, this time not on a hammer. Brute Force grabs Khad, throws him into the corner, but Thule spins around Brute Force with the head scissors. Khad gets out of the corner, grabs Thule. Spins up, slams Thule down with authority, but is too tired to capitalize on it. Brute Force going for the pin here. Khad breaks it up immediately after a 1 count, and then grabs Brute Force and throws him into the corner again. Khad tries to go for something, gets elbowed in the face instead. Thule's kind of taunting from the corner, and Khad takes a backbreaker across the knee. Thule punching both Khad and Brute Force here. Grabs Khad, though. Kicks Khad right in the balls and goes for the whoop-de-doodles here. Hits Khad with it and actually bridges the pin, but Brute Force immediately breaks that up, seeing what was going on. And now Brute Force, very viciously hitting Thule with a neck breaker there, and Khad going for the pin right away, but Brute Force not letting it happen. Brute Force grabs Khad, throws him into the corner. Thule kind of watches on here, actually grabs Khad, turns him around, kicks Khad in the stomach, headbutts him, punches him in the face, and could be going for that running drop kick here. Brute Force just needs to stand there, really, and wait to make a pin, but instead he's trying to get in the way. He does not get in the way. Khad eats 2 feet to the face. He's out cold. Meanwhile, Thule thrown into the steel steps. Brute Force should have gone back into the ring and pinned Khad. Could have just won it right there, but I think he's got tunnel vision on trying to hurt Thule. Throws Thule into the actually into the side of the barricade there. Khad limping, and now Thule thrown into the steel steps. Khad, though, joining the fray. Coming out, grabs Brute Force, and hits him with a full Nelson suplex on the outside. Thule crawling away. Khad went for a kick, does not get any of it. Is Brute Force able to get out of it? Brute Force thrown into the steel steps. Dooley looks like, I don't know what the fuck Dooley's doing. Grabs Khad, throws Khad in the steel. Now everyone's getting thrown into the steel steps, and now, oh, Khad and Brute Force were in a very compromising position there for a second. Brute Force thrown, trips. I'm not sure if he tripped over Khad and then lost his balance later on, or what, but now Dooley just walking away, and now gets in the ring. Khad and Dooley both in the ring now. Khad grabbing Dooley, but not for long. Is Dooley able to reverse out of it? Spins around and hits an arm drag onto Khad. Brute Force actually tried to grab Dooley, but Dooley turned around and hit Brute Force with an elbow, hitting Brute Force with a neck breaker. Going back, concentrating on Khad here. Throws Khad into the corner. Turns Khad around. Brute Force trying to crawl up here. Dooley. Uh-oh, Whisper in the Wind. He hits Khad with all of it. Goes to the pin, but Brute Force is right there and makes the break. Brute Force, oh, looked like he's going to go for something, but Dooley ran away and hit a kick to Khad, but Khad sweeps Dooley's leg out. Brute Force grabs Khad, though, throws him into the corner. Khad not enjoying those corners, I gotta tell you, I'm sure. Brute Force went for something there, but Khad reversed it. Kicking Brute Force. Brute Force grabs Dooley. Khad drop kicks Brute Force. Dooley just hanging out in the corner right now. And, look like Khad was going for something there, but gets leg swept by Brute Force. Dooley grabs onto Brute Force and hits him with a nice DDT. Khad pulls Brute Force from the corner here. Goes for a pin. Again, I gotta think that this isn't gonna work. And no, Dooley able to hit Khad in the back of the head. Khad grabs that sledgehammer. We've not seen it in use for a while. And Dooley grabs it. Oh, actually hits Khad with the other end of it. Brute Force missing that clothesline. Instead punches Dooley in the face. Lifts Dooley up. Might be trying to slam Dooley onto that. Ow! I think Dooley's head. I think the back of Dooley's head just hit that sledgehammer. Oh, Dooley's got to be concussed now. Dooley's being thrown into the corner. I doubt Dooley knows where he is. I'll give you a hint. It's no man's land, one way or the other. Brute Force looked like it was going to go for something, but instead Khad grabbed Dooley and hit Dooley with that reverse suplex. Dooley's out. Khad needs to do... Oh, he grabs... kind of grabs Brute Force. Oh, Brute Force was setting Dooley up for a finisher there. Khad hits a reverse Frankensteiner, landing Brute Force on his head. Khad turns around to focus on Dooley, stomping the shit out of Dooley. Brute Force is down. Khad should probably make a pin, but is actually going to go to the top rope. Brute Force trying to crawl away. I'm not sure what Khad's going for here. Might be going for that moon stomp. No, just went for a regular leg drop. Actually hit Brute Force. Missed Dooley. Dooley ran out of the way, and Brute Force was in the wrong place, wrong time, and took a little bit of it. Reverses Dooley out of the way. Turns Khad around. Throws Khad into that corner again. Grabs Khad. Might be lifting him up to the top rope now. Dooley crawling around trying to do something, but Khad kicking Brute Force away. Oh, Brute Force hitting that! He's won matches with that before, but Dooley's right fucking there. Not gonna let Brute Force win it this time like that. Brute Force, the last couple of world title defenses he's had, he's won by catching someone coming off the top rope and hitting him with that big boot. And that could have been it, but Dooley was there to make the save. Now Dooley suplexed Khad. Oh, darkest of days! This could be it! Brute Force rolls to the pin. Dooley can't make the save this time. 1, 2. No, Khad kicks out at 2. Brute Force almost just retained his title right then and there. But Khad refused to stay down. Dooley, I'm not sure what Dooley's doing. Dooley can't decide who to grab. It's Brute Force. Hits Brute Force with a short DDT there. Khad trying to regroup here a little bit. Brute Force angry. Dooley hits a running heel kick. Brute Force kicks Dooley so hard it makes Khad come up. And then is able to hit that clothesline. Hits another clothesline. Grabs Khad and slams him down. No, Dooley's right there. Kind of standing still. I'm not sure what Dooley's doing. Dooley's turning Khad over at the moment here. And stomps the arm. Okay, then. Khad lifted up by Brute Force now. Went for that drop kick, but Thule was able to grab Khad and throws him over. Oh, I think Khad caught his face on the top rope there, and it might have cut him open. And oh, Brute Force was just drop kicked, his head landing on that hammer. Thule punching the bloodied Khad and slamming him down with one of his signatures. So Brute Force is right there. I believe Thule's probably going to go for a pin here, but Brute Force isn't going to let that happen. Nope, Brute Force breaking the pin right away. Tries to kick Thule. Gets a piece of that clothesline, but not enough of it, but is able to grab Khad and hits him with a hard Russian leg sweep. Brute Force standing tall here. Stomps Khad in the lower back. Turns him back over. Goes for a pin, but Thule's right there. Does not let it happen. Holy moly, this match is long. And it should be. It's for the fucking championship. What the fuck just happened with the sledgehammer? It kind of flew around the world there and came back. Thule going for a pin. Brute Force not going to let that happen. Everyone just, it looks like, frantically going for a pin, wanting to win it, and is forgetting about the other man in the ring. And that's the issue here. And you don't want to forget about Brute Force. Brute Force grabbing Thule here. Khad busted open and just kind of watching, which is a smart move. And it looks like Brute Force going for a superplex off the top rope here. Yes, hits it all. Now Khad staring at Brute Force, but does nothing except stare at him. And now Khad lifted up high and slammed down hard. Brute Force now has his pick of who he wants to pin. He lifts up Thule and throws Thule into the corner. Does not go for a pin, though. Thule, though, kicking out of that. Or kicking Brute Force out of that, I should say. And Khad actually just pinning Brute Force off of that. Thule, what's Thule doing? Thule didn't go for a break there. I'm not sure why. Goes for a spin kick, but doesn't connect. Khad throwing elbows into Brute Force here. And now both men stomping down on the champion. Thule looked like he was going to go for something there, and Khad stopped it. Khad lifts Thule up, might be going for the go to sleep, but Thule reverses out of it. Throws Khad into the corner here. Turns Khad around. And hitting another whisper in the wind on Khad. But Thule's then picked up and slammed down onto Khad. Now Brute Force setting Thule up here. This could be the beginning of the end. Khad trying to crawl over the ropes, but it might be too little too late. Thule hit with the darkest of days. I don't think Khad's going to be able to get there in time. Thule's pinned right now. No, Thule kicks out. Thule somehow kicks out of that. Khad rolling out of the ring. Might be going for a weapon here. Yes, he grabs a baseball bat. Oh, he hits. He fucking nailed Brute Force right between the eyes with that baseball bat, but now he's stuck. He's stuck walking in place. He turns Thule over and mounts Thule and starts punching. He probably should have pinned Brute Force after hitting him square between the eyes with a bat, but he decides not to. Throws Thule into the corner. Brute Force grabs Thule, lifts Thule up. It looks like Khad's wound has busted open even more. It's a bit more bloody. Superplex from Brute Force. Brute Force grabs Khad, lifts Khad up, slams him almost on top of Thule. Lifts Khad up once more. Might be going for the darkest. No, hits that. Oh, hits that very vicious clothesline. This could be it. I don't know if Khad has enough to kick out of this. Thule needs, might get up, though, to break it. Yeah, Thule breaks it before there's even a 1 count. Thule's fucking fighting with all he's got, I gotta say, and it's amazing. Thule hits the head scissors once again onto Brute Force. Khad, jumps off the middle rope, hits a leg drop, but forgets that Thule exists. Thule capitalizing on it, throwing Khad into the corner, but Khad reversing with an elbow to Thule. Thule grabbing Khad, hitting him with a stiff kick to the head, and then a drop kick to the chest. Lifts Khad back up, and I think is going to hit him with a neck breaker here. And Khad actually lower back, hitting that baseball bat. But Thule grabbed by Brute Force. Brute Force throwing Thule into the corner here. Might be the third superplex that Thule will have to endure from Brute Force. Khad climbing up very slowly, but does make it back to his feet. Thule going for another superplex ride from the top rope, and Brute Force hits all of it again. Khad grabs that bat once more. Oh, and he pops Brute Force again in the head with it. Oh, and then hits Brute Force a couple times in the back of the knee. Brute Force not happy about it, and Brute Force actually hitting a rare enziguri from himself while Thule held Khad. And now Thule hitting Khad with that Urge, I think is what that's called. Brute Force going for the pin, but Thule not letting it happen. Both of the other men fighting Khad. Khad trying to reverse out of it, but unable to successfully do so. And no, I say that. Khad actually able to reverse out of both moves. Thule powerbombed onto the mat. Oh, Khad went for something. Thule immediately grabbed him with the head scissors from the mat. Very talented. But Thule was unable to capitalize as Khad hit Thule with a jawbreaker there. Brute Force hits, well, was going to hit Thule with a neck breaker, was unable to. Now Khad grabbing Brute Force, lifting him up and slams him back down. But Thule grabs Khad, dropping him near that bat. Thule should make a pin here. Thule's setting up that hop, skip, jump kick from the corner. Hop, skip, jump kick. Nails Khad with it. But Brute Force is right there. He's not going to let Thule just win. No. And the referee's knocked out again. Darkest of days on Thule, but the referee is out. And it doesn't matter. And Khad goes for the pin for some reason. Thule kicks out immediately because Thule's just got those many balls, I guess. Khad thrown into the corner once again. Thule turns around, but turns back around and actually catches Brute Force. Brute Force catches Thule with a powerbomb. Brute Force goes for a pin, and Khad makes the break. I don't know how this is going to end. Fuck me. Thule slammed down with a very vicious back body drop there. Khad, went for a super kick, but Brute Force stopped him. Grabs Khad and goes for a full Nelson choke slam there and hits it. Khad's knocked out. It looks like there's blood coming from Khad's hands, possibly from Thule's head. Thule hits the Whisper in the Wind on Brute Force. Thule going for the pin here, but Khad makes his way back up and breaks the pin. He turns, hits Thule with his own. Into this! Brute Force with a super kick. Picks Thule up. Going for the go to sleep. But no, Thule reverses it and hits Khad with a DDT. Oh man, Khad was so close to finishing this off right there. Thule not connecting on that drop kick and is getting punched in the side of the head from Brute Force. Holy shit. Thule lifted up high and slammed down hard. Khad grabs Brute Force though, takes Brute Force over to the ropes here. Throws him over the top rope and then punches him to the outside. If this was the Battle Royal, which is our next match, our main event, Brute Force would be eliminated. However, we're not there yet. That's right, we still have another match after this fucking thing. If you guys thought this was long, holy shit. And this is not even the main event. Brute Force and Khad exchanging reversals there on the outside. Thule trying to come to his senses, and he does so. Rolls out to join the other two in the brawl that's ensuing. Khad has a running kick to the side of Thule's head, but again fails to realize that Brute Force is there, and Brute Force kind of drops Khad on top of Thule a little bit and lifts Khad right back up, punches him in the side of the face, but gets kicked, I don't think not quite in the nuts, but pretty low. Khad taking brute force over here, but Thule grabbing Khad, throwing him kind of into brute force. Brute force coming up, Thule gyrating there on the outside. Interrupted by Khad, who hits a full Nelson suplex there onto Thule. Brute force just kind of standing there for the moment, but grabs Khad here. Takes Khad in, and again, even though there's no disqualifications, this match does have to end in the ring. You know, pinfall, whatever, submission has to happen inside the ring, so fighting on the outside, as fun as it is, won't do you any good if you can't make the pin. And oh, Khad pulls Thule down onto that foot, but brute force grabs Khad and hits him with a knee lift. It staggers Khad. Khad able to reverse into a arm drag there. Thule looks like he's knocked out. Oh, no, he's getting back up. Oh, almost gets kicked by Khad, but runs out of the way. And Thule whip for a Hurricane Rana, but gets powerbombed by Khad. Khad going for the sharpshooter here, but I don't think anything... Oh, no. It's like a modified sharpshooter. I'm not sure what the ref was saying there, but wasn't enough. Thule fighting out of a body-to-body suplex. Brute force gets a piece of that devastating clothesline. Kicks Khad in the stomach. Lifts Khad up. And slams him down with the double choke. Both Thule and Khad laid out while brute force recuperates a little bit. Brute force not opting to go for the pin right away. And brute force lifts Khad back up. Khad whipped into the corner here. Once more. And is lifted to the top rope. Brute force really fucking loves that superplex, I gotta tell you. And it looks like Khad's going to be the victim this time. Thule's taken 3 of these so far. This is Khad's first. And I can tell you, they all hurt just the same. Khad superplexed. Thule goes for a backflip there, landing on Khad. Brute force just saying, yeah, fuck it. You two fight. I'll relax for a second. Khad says nope and steps over with a heel kick. Turns around to brute force. Uh-oh. Hits him with that clothesline that he's won matches with before. Thule, though, is up. So Khad does not go for the pin. Khad hits the super kick again. Thule goes for a spin kick. Khad goes for the pin. Thule adjusting his little cottontail there for some reason, but does make the break. And then hits Khad with a spinning back body drop. Brute force grabs Thule, though, and hits Thule with a spinning back body drop. It's just spinning back body drop topia here. Both people getting up slowly. I'm not sure who brute force is going to hit with the darkest of days. I think it's Thule. Yep. Thule's down. Brute force goes for the pin. Khad does not let it happen as he breaks this up. Looks at brute force. Grabs brute force. Going for the go to sleep. And he hits it. But Thule's right there.
1, 2.
And it's not going to happen. Khad turning now to focus on Thule. A little too too late. I don't know. Either way, not able to hit that clothesline. Oh fuck! It's just reversals after clothesline suplex. Reversals after reversals occur, and another spinning back body drop. Thule went for something there, did not hit any of it. Now going for that backflip again. Hits that though. Oh Jesus Christ! The ring just exploded somehow. Brute force. Uh-oh, going for a power bomb here, it looks like. Lifts Thule up and plows Thule down. Brute force actually now going to the top rope. I don't know if this is just because he's out of options. He's tried everything here. And brute force. Oh, wow, what a double team there. Khad hits Thule with a super kick. Brute force hits Thule then with the double axe handle.
2.
Brute force. Wow, brute force had a lapse of judgment there. Did not try to break the pin. Khad could have won it there. Brute force actually leaving the ring. I'm not sure if he's going to go for a weapon here. Khad using the opportunity to try to get Thule up here for a go to sleep. Brute force grabbing the steel chair. Thule. Ow! Brute force breaking up the go to sleep. And Khad just got hit with that steel chair. There's blood on the steel chair now. So I gotta think the back of Khad's head's also busted open because that's what got hit with that steel chair. Steel chair's thrown down onto Thule, and now, oh, that vicious clothesline by brute force. Thule climbs over for the pin, but brute force stops it right away. Thule is exhausted. I gotta say, all 3 men are exhausted. Thule showing most signs of it. Hits a nice snap DDT. Khad turns brute force over here. Not sure what's going on here. Thule going to the top rope and getting knocked down. Khad, he could have capitalized here. Another mistake, I gotta say. Could have capitalized onto brute force, but instead focuses on Thule. Could be upset that Thule's kind of ruined his own. Thule went for something, but got a strong power slam instead. Khad grabbing brute force though, throwing brute force into the corner. But then going back to Thule, like he's got a vendetta against Thule all of a sudden. Is forgetting that he has a championship to try to win. But Thule, actually heel kicking Khad. Khad landing against the announce table momentarily. And Thule. I thought Thule was going to throw brute force into that chair, but no, throws brute force into the other corner. Trips. But is able to do something here. Hitting brute force. But Khad grabs Thule, throws Thule on top of brute force. And now gets out of the ring here. And hits that kind of somersault splash onto Thule. Brute force going for the pin. Khad stopping it right away. I don't know if this match is ever going to fucking end. Khad hitting a T-bone suplex onto brute force. Thule stomping brute force and then grabbing Khad. Hitting a Northern Lights suplex, bridging it, going for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Thule wins it! Thule fucking wins it! Thule is the new Let's Crosby Wrestling League World Champion! Out of nowhere, hitting a bridging Fisherman suplex onto Khad. Thule wins the championship! Out of everything! Out of all the moves, all the chances, everything that could have happened, all of the sledgehammer hits, the steel chair hits, the one that no one thought would win, the underdog of underdogs, the cruiserweight, the smallest competitor in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League, Thule wins the most prestigious title in Let's Crosby Wrestling League, finally dethroning brute force. Oh, for fuck's sake, get that fucking sign down! This was it right there. That was the bridging Fisherman suplex. Khad was unable to kick out. Brute force was unable to stop it. There's the gold. Thule can't even believe it. Thule holding up that gold with pride, and he should. He is your Let's Crosby Wrestling League champion. And now it is time for the Battle Royal. Our first entrant is Blowjob. So he and the second man have the biggest disadvantage as they have to start this match. Now, let me explain the rules here. Basically, these two, whoever, Blowjob and whoever else, will face one-on-one. And I think every 30 seconds, another wrestler comes out. Now, there can only be 6 wrestlers in the ring at a time. Once someone is eliminated when there's 6 wrestlers, then another wrestler can come out again. If there's a steady stream of eliminations, then it'll just be every 30 seconds. The way to be eliminated is to be thrown over, clotheslined over, whatever. You go over the top rope down to the floor. Both feet have to touch the floor below. And disadvantage number 2. He lost his match earlier, and he's coming out. He is Draz. Now, there are no teams in the Battle Royal. People can choose to team together, but do not be surprised if you see, for instance, Nil and Draz fighting, if you see the Iron Dogs fighting each other, if you see anybody who is typically a tag team fighting each other, because this is about singles competition. The person who wins this match will get a title shot of their choosing, a guaranteed title shot. So that means if a current champion wins, they can choose another championship to get a title shot. Now, obviously, the later that someone comes into this match, the higher of an advantage that they have in the match. So, that being said, like I said before, Blowjob and Draz here have the biggest mountain to climb and the biggest disadvantage. Now, there are no pinfalls, there are no submissions, there is no referee in the ring. There is only eliminations over the top rope. Of course, frame rate started its shit here. I think we're gonna be okay. Draz actually starting this out pretty strong against Blowjob here. Fighting him, and I'll try my best to do commentary. Right now it's easy, there's only 2 men, but like I said, every 30 seconds we'll have another competitor entering. Like I said, either until we have a full ring of 6 people, or until, well, there's no one else to come in. Uh-oh. The crowd has, oh, and Blowjob almost being eliminated. Blowjob is eliminated, and it looks like exclamation coming out. Actually wearing his old gear, not wearing Iron Dog gear, which is you know, which is suitable, right? I mean, you're in there, you're fighting. Is this music ever gonna stop? Oh, Jesus Christ, there it goes. There's no teams, so it makes sense that no one's wearing any gear. And oh, Draz already almost gonna eliminate exclamation. Draz eliminates exclamation. Draz so far has eliminated 2 people. I hope someone's keeping track of statistics. Draz might have he has the most eliminations so far. Uh-oh. At least one half of the 1%'s coming out. Don't know who it is. It's Space Tomato. And Space Tomato wearing his old Trump gear, actually. Again, I believe every wrestler is going to be wearing their singles competitor gear. I don't think many of them are going to be wearing their team gear, other than those that always have team gear, I suppose. Draz throwing Space Tomato over the top rope here. He could eliminate Space Tomato. No, does not do so. Now, if Draz wins the Royal Rumble, or I should say the Battle Royal here, I would be very surprised. But he's eliminated 2 men already, and he's working on his 3rd here. He's working on Space Tomato. Uh-oh. Someone from the Circle of Pain here. It seems like anytime anyone makes an entrance, we go into a weird time zone where the frame rate goes to shit, and I apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Uh-oh. Tomato crushing the skull. Oh, let's brute force. He just lost the title, so he definitely wants to win this one. Now, brute force, one of the favorites here. Any of the super heavyweights, really. And he immediately goes after the other super heavyweight in the ring, Space Tomato. I think he's just going to discredit Draz, really, which is not really smart since Draz has been eliminating people left and right, and he's reversing right now. Everyone. And slams Space Tomato head first down, actually into the rope there, and on the mat. Space Tomato throwing Draz down, and now Space Tomato getting thrown down by brute force. Brute force punching Space Tomato in the back of the head. Draz going for something on brute force, and now shaking his head like, no, that was dumb. Uh-oh. This is gonna be Gara or Knoppel here. I recognize all the music, as I should. I've done this enough. It's Knoppel. Knoppel winning the first submission match here in Let's Cross Wrestling League earlier tonight. And now going straight after Draz. Elbowing Draz in the back. And now the ring's starting to fill up. Oh, it looked like Space Tomato was going to go for a choke slam there, but doesn't get it on brute force. Draz thrown over the top rope here by Knoppel. Knoppel trying to push Draz out, and does so. Draz has been eliminated by Knoppel. Knoppel grabs Space Tomato, turns him around, headbutts him in the back of the head, and now goes for just like a throw. Just throws Space Tomato to the side. That couldn't have been good on Space Tomato's neck. I think this is Hood Fabulous. Space Tomato getting his face rubbed. No, it's not Hood Fabulous. I'm sorry, it's Benny. They have very similar music. Benny, though, immediately thrown back over the top rope. Brute Force trying to eliminate Benny. Oh, fuck. Don't get eliminated while your music's still playing. No, he was able to duck under. Oh, fuck. I thought Knoppel was going to throw Brute Force out of, or I'm sorry, Tomato. That's not smart for Knoppel to do, but he hits him with that splash. Getting up on the top rope's not the smartest thing to do when the only way to be beaten is to be thrown over the top rope. Knoppel risked it, though, and it kind of paid off for a second, but now Tomato, shaking his head there, but grabs Knoppel and throws him over his shoulder, but not out of the ring. Uh-oh. I think this might be Gara. Yep, Gara's in the ring. He was unable to win the U.S. title tonight. He tried his best, and he grabs onto Benny and slams his head in the ground. His partner, Knoppel, almost getting eliminated. I think Gara thought he eliminated Benny, but Benny skinning the cat and pulling himself back into the ring. Tomato trying to eliminate Knoppel here. Brute Force trying to go for that clothesline, but does not hit. And Knoppel's been eliminated by Space Tomato. Space Tomato celebrating, as he do. One half of the Fallen no longer in this match. Gara, back body dropping. Uh-oh. I think this one's Khad. Yep, Khad is coming to the ring. He was unable to win the title tonight. He was actually the one pinned in the triple threat. Thule pinning him with a bridging suplex, and I don't know why Benny went for something. Khad just standing there. I think he knows that if the less energy he has to exert, the better in this match. We have room for one more man in this ring before someone has to be eliminated for someone else to come out. Gara tickling Brute Force. Doesn't do much, though. And now Gara thrown over the top rope. And so is Khad. And Brute Force just eliminated Gara with a strong arm clothesline. No one from the Fallen is winning this one. Uh-oh. Baza, who successfully defended his U.S. title, is now making his way down the ring. Cat hits a brainbuster on Benny. And now looks like Benny's thrown over and gonna skin the cat again here. And now Tomato grabs Khad, throws Khad over the top rope. Khad holds on for dear life, but Tomato trying to force him out, and he could do it here. Khad trying his best to hold on. And he's able to. Did someone just get eliminated? No. We've got, oh fuck, all three people are on Benny. See you later, Benny. No skin in the cat for you, buddy. That was a triple team right there. Brute Force, grabs Khad. Oh, he did this to Khad in their match. Slams him down and actually slams him down into Baza. Khad shoulder tackling Brute Force, though. And now Tomato thrown into the corner. Baza trying to force him up and over, and he lifts up Tomato somehow. Uh-oh! It's everybody's favorite taxi driver! Sprinting to the ring is Taxi Genie! Yeah, throws Brute Force over the top rope here, and Taxi Genie nails Khad in the back of the head with a clothesline. Tries to do something to Khad, but Khad lifts him and slams him down with a Falcon Arrow. Baza and Tomato are going at it. Khad going after Taxi now as Taxi went after him. Tomato throwing Baza into the corner hard. Taxi lifted up. Khad trying to eliminate Taxi here. And Khad throws him over. He thinks it's done. No, Taxi skins the cat and gets back in. Baza's going after Tomato right now. Punches Tomato. Tomato's out. Baza eliminates Tomato. And now coming out, a new face here in the Let's Cause Wrestling. And Khad eliminates Brute Force. But coming out now is Steve Butabi, who has to make his way past. He just walks into the ring. He's not going to sprint and waste any energy here. But he's immediately grabbed by Khad and dropped onto Baza. Baza taking down Taxi. Khad taking down Utabi. And we might have our next entrance soon? The frame rate says yes, and the lack of music says it's probably not anyone important. if I have to be so callous. Oh, Khad thrown over the top rope. He could be eliminated soon by Utabi here. Uh-oh, yeah, this looks like it's it. Yep, Khad's gone. Khad is gone. Utabi eliminates Khad. I guess the frame rate dip was just for fun because no one came out. Now got 3 men in the ring here. Utabi's forcing down Baza, possibly saying, hey, bitch, I got your fucking title right here. And Overlord making his way out to the ring. Taxi watching him, waiting. Overlord, yep, wearing his singles competitor gear. Actually was going to go for Utabi and Baza, but gets thrown over the top rope by Taxi. Taxi trying to, it's like he's gouging the eyes there. Goes for the punch, but unable to finish off Overlord just this moment. Taxi now taking control over Overlord, dropping him across that knee. Baza grabbing Utabi here, lifting him up, dropping him down with a suplex. Taxi whipping over Overlord. Uh-oh. I think this is the other half of the circle of pain here. That is Draven. Yep. But Draven's wearing his jorts! Holy Jesus! Where did he dust those off from? Oh, the shades of old Draven. He's wearing his jorts. He cut his hair a little bit? I don't know. What the fuck? But Draven's back in jorts. Ready to try to win this. Draven immediately going for Baza. Not wanting Baza to win another match tonight. And he might be... Oh, almost did. Baza ducking under the punch. Hitting a shoulder block into Draven. Draven thrown over the top rope by Utabi. Uh-oh, here comes... Oh, well, oh, Draven's out. Already Draven's out. Baza has eliminated Draven. And LG coming on down from his merry old place in Ireland. That wasn't even close to an Irish accent. I'm sorry, I tried. Utabi was thrown against the ropes and actually just slammed down by Overlord. Overlord's partners, actually, I should say. Both have been eliminated so far. So far, we've not had to see any, I don't even want to call them betrayals necessarily, but we haven't, frame rate. We haven't had to see anyone go against their tag partners so far tonight. Which is kind of nice. Either way, Utabi and Overlord double teaming OLG. Taxi Genie reversing Baza into a neck breaker here. Overlord doing some taunting here, it looks like, and kind of stepping back, waiting for things to clear. And uh-oh, another double team on OLG with a double super kick and Inzaguri to OLG. OLG's on Dream Street right now, getting double teamed out the ass. Another double team to OLG. And the first person to tap out in the Let's Cause It Wrestling League is making his way down to ringside. He is Anonymous Jerkbag, and he immediately goes after Utabi. And Baz has been eliminated by Taxi Genie. Taxi Genie now going after Utabi. And Overlord trying to eliminate OLG here. And I think, yeah, Taxi's going to try to help here. Overlord, oh no. They're not able to. OLG was able to get out of that. Grabs Overlord for a second there, but Taxi kind of interrupted it because he wanted to do something and slams Baz's asshole right down on his knee. Kind of chaos going on. A big stiff punch from Taxi to Overlord there. OLG hitting a back body drop on Anonymous, and then... Oh, for a second there, I thought OLG was going to say goodnight, but no. OLG was able to reverse, but not for long as Utabi hits him with a DDT. Uh-oh, Overlord might be saying goodnight himself. Oh, almost. No, Overlord able to save himself there and get out of harm's way, and now is taking a breather right in front of Taxi Genie. Taxi getting punched in the face, though, and eats a Russian leg sweep. Meanwhile, OLG writhing in pain. Uh-oh. Sounds like a princess of bubblegum coming out. Not princess, Kick Bubblegum. Why did I say princess? I think I'm thinking of someone else. Kick Bubblegum coming out to ringside. He's a cruiserweight, so he has a little bit of a disadvantage over, obviously, heavier people. More weight means it's harder to be thrown out, but then again, all the super heavyweights so far, and Taxi Genie has been eliminated by Overlord. Anyway, all the super heavyweights so far have been eliminated. Uh-oh. Big German suplex. And oh! Overlord just eliminated! Kick Bubblegum like he was nothing. Overlord's on a fucking roll. Throwing down, I guess throwing down OLG with nice amount of force. And OLG saying, no, timeout. And actually, Overlord kind of honored it there for a second. Which was not really smart because now OLG is gouging at the eyes there. Uh-oh, we could have 2 eliminations right here. No! Overlord able to duck under the punch. So is Anonymous, and we still have 4 men in this ring. But OLG thrown over the top rope. Overlord trying to eliminate OLG, and he does! Overlord eliminates the 3rd person in a row now. Overlord is on a fucking roll. Eliminating people left and right. Oh, and then a headbutt right to the balls. Uh-oh. That sounds like some Grubbins is coming out. I say that because, well, Tomato's already been eliminated. So the other half of the 1%. Grubbins losing his first match tonight. He comes out. And, looks like he's going right after Butabi. Might eliminate him here. No, Butabi immediately getting back in. Uh-oh, Overlord's in trouble. And Overlord's been eliminated by Anonymous Jerkbag. Overlord upset, understandably, as he had quite a few eliminations. But he's gone. Oh, that was very dangerous by Grubbins there. Anonymous looked like he was going to eliminate him, but Grubbins jumped just in time. But now he's clotheslined back into shit. Uh-oh. Heard the buzzer, so I think this is someone without any music coming out. Oh my god. Yep, it's Homeless Joe. Homeless Joe comes out and actually jumps up and kicks Butabi down. He's going whole full ham hock on everybody. Or he's trying to, but not quite. He's just being pushed away by Anonymous here. Butabi grabbing Anonymous and throwing him over the top rope. Grubbins throwing Homeless Joe over the top rope here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We could have 2 eliminations right here. Yep. We did. Butabi eliminates Anonymous. Grubbins eliminates Homeless Joe, and Grubbins is only the one paying attention right here. It's one-on-one right now. But we haven't had everyone come into the ring just yet. Grubbins is thrown over the top rope. And here comes Captain ZM. Oh, Grubbins almost getting eliminated by Butabi there. Use the slow motion for a moment. Grubbins skinning the cat, staying alive. And it looks like 2 people. Oh, wait. No. I thought we were going to have a double team there, but Butabi able to get out of it. And, oh, there's that spine buster from Grubbins. Grubbins getting kicked in the face, though. Doesn't keep... and then slapped like a bitch by Captain ZM, who won his 2nd match tonight. Captain ZM turned around in German suplex, though. And now Grubbins immediately going over Captain saying, "You motherfucker, you slapped me, you ball fart piece of shit." Holy shit, this match so far, I have no idea who's going to win. Either way, here comes KTD. We haven't seen KTD ever since Foreign Glory split up. And KTD taken down by Captain. Butabi taking a minute for a breather here. I wish there was a counter for wrestlers so we know how many are left. I've lost count. I don't know how many have entered so far. Maybe my statistician will tell me. I have no idea. Butabi asking for timeout. Captain kind of acknowledging it and then getting whipped down. Grubbins not impressing KTD too much as KTD waits for Grubbins to do his little skin the cat routine. Uh-oh, here comes Hood Fabulous. Apparently 23, this would be 24 then, have entered. So we're getting towards the end of it here. This is when we start seeing our biggest advantages are coming in these last several combatants. I've been told 23 have entered, or 21, somewhere in the 20s. Unfortunately, I don't have a live counter. Who would have thought to do that, right? Uh-oh. Captain might be done here pretty soon as Butabi and Hood Fabulous. So, no, he's able to worm his way back in. Hood Fabulous then grabbing Butabi, thinking that Captain was eliminated. And his, uh-oh. Hood Fabulous might be, yeah, there goes Butabi. Hood Fabulous eliminates Butabi. And now, once again, Grubbins skins the cat. Buzzer went off. There is no music, however. And, oh, it's Jalapo or Jalapo. Jalapo! Something like that. It's something like that. Either way, he's going after Captain. He throws Captain over the top rope there. Looking to eliminate Captain. And he does! Jalapo eliminates Captain. Well, I'll be. What are you gonna do? He then spit kicks Hood Fabulous. Hood Fabulous elbows him though in the face and DDTs him. KTD taking the feet to uh-oh, this isn't a smart move by KTD, but it doesn't quite pay off either as she does not hit that leg drop fully as she had hoped to. But she did get up before Grubbins. Grubbins reverses, taking KTD down to the mat. Lapo. And, uh-oh, here comes the Let's Crosby Wrestling League champion. The crowd's actually going pretty wild for him. He is Thule. And he's now in this ring. Now, like I said before, if he ends up winning this, he will get his choice at a title shot of his choosing. And now, Thule immediately eliminates Jalapo. Thankfully, I don't have to say his fucking name anymore. Thule now going after Hood Fabulous here. Probably feels very vitalized and rejuvenated. Considering he just won the title, he's got to be just on fucking high on Dream Street right now, or not the good type of Dream Street, right? Dreaming about the fact that he just won. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Either way, we got 4 competitors in the ring. I don't know how many fucking we have left. Uh-oh. Talk about favorites and big advantages. Skyrim Jobs hovers in the air for a moment, makes his way in. He's in this late in the match, and he's a super heavyweight. He's got to be a favorite to win. Holy shit. This doesn't look good. And KTD has been eliminated by Grubbins, finally. Grubbins grabbed by Skyrim Jobs. Both of them kind of ran into by Hood Fabulous, who's too busy doing his dancing leg drop to Thule. Looks like now Hood Fabulous went after Skyrim Jobs. That should be the goal of all the other competitors here. Go after Skyrim Jobs because he's the big man. But the buzzer once more. Thule. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Went for something there, but backed off for some reason. Oh, there's I don't even fucking remember his name anymore. Joe Burr. That's his name. Yeah, Joe Burr, the professional skater. That's what it was. Anyway, he's trying to eliminate Skyrim Jobs right now. That would be an upset. Oh, he's not able to, though. Skyrim Jobs headbutts him in the stomach. But he's staying on top of Skyrim Jobs. And oh, shit, we just lost Thule. I just noticed that Hood Fabulous just eliminated Thule, so Thule will not be a double champion. And Hood Fabulous just dumped Grubbins off over the top rope as well. 3 competitors in the ring right now. What the fuck? That's Skaith! Skaith has just entered the fucking Rumble! And he just hit Skyrim Jobs with a reverse! What the fuck is he doing here? He's going straight after Skyrim Jobs. Oh, Skyrim Jobs, though, hitting it with a German suplex. Skyrim Jobs not impressed with Skaith. Well, there's a surprise. Not even on the fucking Let's Cause Wrestling League roster. He reverses Skyrim Jobs here. And twice he reverses Skyrim Jobs. Getting out of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. And now here comes Nil. Yeah, Skaith does grab Skyrim Jobs, throws him over the top rope here in slow motion. Oh, Nil kicking Skaith. Not once, but twice. It tries to hit 3 drop kicks. Nil going straight after Skaith. Skaith has been in some of the other top feds. And I'm very surprised that he's here in the Let's Cause Wrestling League. I don't know if he's here to stay or not, but I imagine if he wins, he is. And uh-oh, Nil and Skaith teaming together to get rid of Skyrim Jobs. This is Smart Hood Fabulous coming over to help. 3 men on Skyrim Jobs. This is exactly what they need to do, and Skyrim Jobs has been eliminated. Nil now going after Skaith. Smart move. Nil and Hood Fabulous should definitely double team Skaith. I heard the buzzard. No music, though. And now Hood Fabulous biting at the head of Skaith. And there's Jabid. Hajit Majabin. Nil going for the Bret Hart special there. Hood Fabulous going after Skaith and slamming him down on the mat. Nil fighting Jabid. Skaith reversing Hood Fabulous, punching him in the face. Turns Hood Fabulous around and slams his head multiple times. Nil, meanwhile, hitting a diving elbow drop. Very risky move, but it paid off this time. Skaith lifting Hood Fabulous up slowly and just knees him right in the face. Skaith lifts up Hood Fabulous once more. Kind of stares at him for a second for some stupid-ass reason. And he's going to pay for it. He gets thrown over the top rope. Skaith could be eliminated by Hood Fabulous already. Uh-oh, here comes Freshmaker. Another super heavyweight. And almost Skaith almost gets eliminated there. Oh, but and then Hood Fabulous is there to grab him once real quick. Jabib. Out. Nil eliminated by Freshmaker. There's so much action going on, it's hard to keep track of everything. Hood Fabulous, though, has had Skaith's number, that's for sure. Nails Skaith once more. And now Hood Fabulous might be setting Skaith up for something. Skaith might be fucking concussed. I have no idea. Hood Fabulous lifting Skaith up and slamming him down. I think it's only a matter of time for Skaith before he's eliminated. Jabid thrown in the corner by Freshmaker. Hood Fabulous going for a suplex onto Skaith, but Skaith actually reversing it and hitting Hood Fabulous with a suplex. And there goes the whoop-de-woo-da by Freshmaker onto Jabid. Skaith picking up Hood Fabulous. Throws him over the top rope. Does not eliminate him, though, yet, anyway. He's trying to kick him out. Is trying his hardest, and there it goes, Hood Fabulous. Skaith is just eliminated Hood Fabulous, and he taunts Hood Fabulous. As is what he do. Oh, Freshmaker looked like he was going to go. But Jabid's thrown over the top rope. Freshmaker looking to eliminate Jabid. Uh-oh. We're down to the last 2. It's Freshmaker, it's Skaith. One of these 2 men will win this Rumble and get their shot at any title they choose. Skaith! Oh, looked like he was going to go for something. Freshmaker. Freshmaker reversing it into a head scissors here. Freshmaker now on top. Picks up Skaith. Definitely looking to eliminate him. Lifts Skaith up, but Skaith reverses. Hits Freshmaker with a back body drop. Kicks Freshmaker in the head. And then does a jump over McDoodle thingy. I think, was Freshmaker the last entrant? Was he number 30? He might have been. Either way, he takes a vicious back body drop there. And I don't know if that's a back body drop. I don't know. Either way, fuck, another knee to the face to Freshmaker and a kick to the back. Skaith lifts up Freshmaker. Kind of stares at him for a second for some stupid-ass reason. What the fuck was that about? Skaith, oh, ducks under the super kick, grabs Freshmaker, throws Freshmaker over the top rope, and drop kicks him out. Skaith wins! Skaith debuts tonight and wins the Rumble! Skaith gets his choice at any title that he chooses! Here in the Let's Crosby Wrestling League! What a fucking way to make a debut! What a fucking way to come in and... Nobody could have guessed it! Nobody could have known he was gonna debut tonight! And certainly nobody could have known that he was gonna win the Rumble! And now he can pick whatever title he damn well pleases, whatever he damn well pleases it. Thank you guys for watching! We'll see you next time on Let's Crosby